Do you love trophy trucks as much as I do? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm Alex from No Control RC, and today we're looking at the Losi Tenacity TT Pro, and this is a truck I've been putting off for getting for a while. It's been on my bucket list, and I just haven't gotten around to getting it, but now it's in-house, and I'm really excited to see what this thing can do. So, let's dig into this Losi truck and see what makes it so special. Seal's broken. I guess I own it now one way or another. Alright, well, you got radio and whatnot. Got some batteries floating around for the controller. And the truck, as you can see, we got the Falcon edition. So let's get this thing out, cut it out, and take a closer look at this. Alright, well, we got it out of the box. It's all cut out. And I will say, in person, this thing looks killer, and I'm super excited to actually get to drive this thing. It's just been a long time coming, and I've been looking at him, and I was like, you know what? I finally just got to do it. I bought one, and I will say it looks great. I mean, the colors really pop. Truck overall feels real nice. Suspension feels amazing on it, and you can see we got miscellaneous stuff over here. We'll touch on that after, but let's get underneath this body shell and see what makes this Losi truck actually so special. So because we get the body shell here, there's not a lot going on here. Just have to cut out for the light bar. But other than that, it's pretty basic, but that's okay because that's not the important thing on this truck. This is the important thing on this truck. All right, so we're looking at the Losi race-inspired Tenacity TT Pro four-wheel drive off-road brushless truck, and so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but let's take a deeper look and see what's really going on with this. We'll start right at the front here. We have a light bar. It's LED powered. It's hooked in. It's got a nice bumper here, so you can take some shock and absorb some things. This is aluminum shock towers. So this does have 12mm race-inspired aluminum shock-bodied absorbers on it here, and the shocks feel super nice on this thing, nice and plush. Losi does a good job with their shocks. It does have adjustable turnbuckles and steering ends, and that's important if you really want to dial in for race conditions or just tunability. It does have a front sway bar. We'll go back here. The steering is run by an S14 servo. More than enough for this truck, and all the electronics on this are waterproof. I just want to put that out there now. It does have a center support that runs all the way back, and it also has braces that go from the diffs down to the chassis plate. Just adding some extra strength and extra durability, because these things will known to take a tumble because they are a blast to drive. Now, the heart of this beast is the Spectrum Firma 130 amp ESC. Now, this does run the smart technology, so if you have the right battery, you'll know exactly what's going on. That is hooked to a 3150 kV Spectrum motor. These are great setups. They're running the LMTs, the regular monster trucks, and they are powerful in that, so I can only imagine it in this thing. You get your battery tray here, which is adjustable, goes up and down. You can adjust it for bigger batteries. We'll see how big when I start running, because we're going to have to adjust this, I'm sure. Now, as we move to the back, you see you got adjustable turnbuckles here. It's the same race-inspired shock absorbers here. They're all aluminum. Aluminum shock tower. Onto the rear bumper, because you know these things will take a tumble and you are going to hit some stuff, because these things are powerful and fun and will be all over the place. Now, this does have a 3 diff system in it, center, front, and rear, that are all filled, so you can change the weights in there, so you'll have more adjustability and tunability with those if you want to put heavier or lighter oils in them. That's another way for great tuning ability. Now, this is built on the legendary 10 platform, so it does have the aluminum chassis. It's a great setup, and it is beveled out there to save a little bit of weight. Right there, you're running the Spectrum AVC SR 6200A receiver, which is a smart technology. It has the AVC, so you can adjust it up if you need a little bit of help driving. Hey, Losi's got you covered. You know, this so far is looking like a great truck. It's got the metal shafts. It does have officially licensed Method wheels, it does have officially licensed Falken Wild Peak MT tires, and an officially licensed Brenthal Falken body. So, all in all, it looks like a killer truck. There's more info out. If you really want to dive deeper into these, I'm sure there's reviews that have a lot more information. This truck's been out for a good while, 4 or 5 years. So I'm more interested in how good we can make it handle and how fun this thing's going to be. So we're going to put batteries in this thing. We're going to give it a run. I will say, though, before I do that, I'm going to have to change this pinion gear because I am going to run 3S in this thing. So you do get a toolkit with some adjusters, some Allen wrenches, some stickers, and your manual. Got your DX3 controller with Spark technology and AVC on it. So let's do it. Well, I'm back from running the Losi Tenacity TT Pro, and I will say this truck is amazing. Losi smashed a whole lot of fun into a tiny little truck. And I will say this is one of the top 5 things that I've driven fun-wise this year, and I would say if you could only buy one truck and you only have one that you could drive and use, this should be at the top of your list. I'm sorry I actually took so long to buy it now, because it actually lived up to the hype that I had built up in my mind. When you really want something for a while, you're like, oh, it's going to be awesome. I had that with this truck, and it actually did not disappoint. It handled off-road well, it handled grass well, jumps phenomenally. It goes wherever you point it until you really lay on the trigger, and then that 3S power with the 3150 motor kicks in, and it's a handful. It will do some crazy stunts if you want it to. But I actually like that. That's on my fun scale. You can always dial up the AVC if you need some help driving it. I just like to go all over the place and cause havoc. But what can I say? The place I normally take this thing was flooded out, so I actually had to take it to a different spot that had bigger ruts, and I wasn't real sure how it was going to handle it. It handled everything I threw at it like a champ. It just took it all. I beat the crap out of this thing. It's still ticking, and as I said, if you can only have one truck, this might want to be at the top of your list. There's not much else I can say about this truck other than well worth what I paid for it. Sorry so long I took to buy it, and it was more fun than I thought it would be. So if you add up all those things, you have the Losi Tenacity TT Pro, and it's amazing. That's all I have to say. If I had any negatives to say about it, I would, but I actually didn't come across anything. And as you see, I beat the snot out of this thing. My driving isn't the best, I will say that for sure. And this thing should have broke with what I put it through, but it did. So like always, please like and subscribe. Hit that button, thumbs up, whatever. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. We appreciate all you guys. And is there anything that could make this truck better? I'm not sure. If you know of something that makes this truck better, put it down in the comments below, and I'll give it a try. I'm going to say it's going to be hard to improve on what it is now, but maybe there's something out there that I don't know. So, have a nice day.